Good morning, YouTube. I hope you're having a wonderful day. As you can see from our map, there's been some improvements to the farm. As you can see, there's a great big white block on the map. And I will meet you over there and I'll show you what that is. I'm sorry it took me a little longer to get over here than expected. I had to stop by and refeed the beef farm. This is what we got going on over here. We got a full case here. Hopper's full and this box is half filled. We have all 16 colors in play. We got 16 sheep up here. 16 sheep being trimmed. Every time they grow wool, they get clipped. We'll take a minute here and I'll step over to the testing world and I will show you how this was built. Alright everyone, this is the wool farm you saw inside the sheep. This works beautifully and is a small enough footprint to punch 16 of them out. That way you have all the colors that you need. So it's a fairly simple build, so I'm just going to jump right into it and show you how it's built. So we're going to start with digging out 3 blocks. Drop down in the first one, dig out the next 2, drop down 1, dig out a 3rd one, and down here we will place a chest. On top of that chest, we're going to place a hopper, and then a rail on top of that, and then a rail cart with a hopper in it right on top of that. And then we need 1 block of grass. I found this works out pretty well for spreading the grass quickly, and then we can start setting up for everything else. So into this block, we want to set an observer. The observer will recognize when the grass gets eaten and fire off a redstone signal from the back. The back of that we need a block even with the observer so that the redstone goes into the block. Place redstone on top, and then on the front side, from the front side, I'll put a dispenser on the front going facing into the grass block where the sheep will eat. This way the sheep can be clipped as soon as it eats the grass, because it'll cause an update through the system and get sheared. Next, we want to stack glass here, here, there, there, 2 high and 1 on the observer on the back here. Now for these ones are just clear glass, that way you can see easier. In the sheep, I used colored glass to represent what color's in there, because as you can see, without seeing the sheep, it's white, so you don't know. So now what we do here is we need to get a sheep into this section. Using blocks, any blocks you want, we need to go from here. Alright, and then so what we'll do is we'll lure them up the steps, and this is the easiest way I found to actually do this. Once you're up here, hold F3 and hit B to show the hit boxes. Crouch down so that you can't fall off a ledge, and walk around to the back side of your glass. That'll get the sheep fairly close. Now, seeing the hit box here allows you to actually know where you need to line them up a little bit better to get them into the box there, and it goes very quickly. You can do it without the bounding boxes, but I recommend using them. It saves you a lot of hassle. Welcome back everyone. I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial on how to create the wool farms. This is the sheep. This is what we did on stream, built this giant thing. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of that footage, but I do still have the time lapse of this. Ow. Well, I still got more wool on me. Let's come down here and pick this up. Stupid creeper interrupted me like that. Alright, so let me send you on over to, let me go put this wool up, and while I'm doing that, I will send you over to the time lapse. Welcome back, everyone. I hope that time lapse was enjoyable. We are getting ready to actually get the meat of this video, and we are going to break through the roof of the Nether. Now, to do that, we're going to need a few things. One, we have to get through the Nether first. That way, we can break back in. Both of these processes I picked up from Raiseworks. We're going to use a ladder and an ender pearl to pop through the ceiling, and then we're going to use these products right here to get back in. So let's go ahead and head on over there, and I will show you the block that I picked to break through. Alright, and here we are. So as you can see, I didn't get the greatest of portals. I got a highway running that way and running around a couple of places, like a gravel mountain and a desert for sand. That way I've got concrete for some of our builds. First thing I did is I went up to the top here, all the way up to the ceiling, and I dug around. Once I got to the bedrock, I started digging around trying to find the right spot. And I believe this is it. Let's check it. Hit an F3. As you can see on the screen at the bottom right there where the sword is, targeted fluid 15, 127, -8. That's the one that we want. So let's go ahead and load our ladder up. We need to put the ladder right there. We're going to put another one right there. And we'll stick a block there so I can get a ladder here. Need our ender pearls up. What's going to happen is we're going to climb up the ladder, and we're going to start jumping, and we're just going to throw an ender pearl through, and now we're on top. Okay, and now to find our mark again, 15, 127, -8. So it's this one right here. That's the mark that we want to take out. Need a piece of obsidian. Turn that off. We're going to drop a piece of obsidian there. We'll knock this piece out. Take our piston and place it like so. Place that there. That there. That is wrong. We want it on the bottom of this one. That way it goes up. We want our lever right here. And now for the dangerous part. We're going to place, we'll place TNT there, TNT there. This is now ready to blow a hole back through the bedrock. Now the trouble is we can't click fast enough to do everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our options, our controls. We're going to scroll down to where we use item, place block. Instead of the right button, we're going to reassign that. I'm just going to use R for this. And this way we can just hold a button down and it'll spam it quickly. So now what we want to do is have a piston in hand. This is important. It's got to be a piston in your hand. Walk up to your trapdoor. Any type of trapdoor works. Right click it. Well, not right click. Use the new assign button to flip it down so that you lay down. Move all the way forward into the block of obsidian. Reach up there so that you see that. You're going to flip that and then slide back over here. And right at the upper corner of the obsidian is where you're going to be holding your crosshairs while you hold down the button you just assigned for your block placement. So let's give this a shot. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, R. And just like that, we're back into the Nether. And that's all there is to it. That fast, we are back. We've gone to the top, and now we're back in. So now let's take a box here. Okay, so I want to open this hole later. I'm going to drop. This is very common to happen if you forget. Controls, scroll back down. You don't have to reset this to your right mouse button. All you got to do is click reset, and you're done. Alright, so now let's place that there. So right below us is, wow, he actually did pretty good there. Alright, so right here. Don't judge me. Uh-oh. I will be right back with another piece of obsidian. Alright, last piece is in. Let's light it, and if I did my job right, we should be right at camp. Perfect. Alright, let's go back through. And we're back up top with our Enderman up here. Alright, so that is all set now. Alright, I am back. I've got my stack of obsidian so we can create some more portals. I have a list of the original coordinates that are needed to be had. So what we can do here is I can open up a website. It's nethercalculator.com. You enter in the coordinates in the overworld and it'll give you the coordinates in the nether. So what I'm going to start with, negative 667 in the X, and in the Y it's going to be 1013. So when we put those numbers in and we look at the nether, it's negative 83 and 127. So what we'll do is we'll turn on F3 for a second. So we're going to go from here, and we are going to go set up new portals up top here to make getting around a lot easier without having to run around inside. Alright, and we are back. So, there's one more left, which is gravel. I'm not going to keep you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that one. I'm also going to get a village set up. But that is the essentials of what we're going to do here. Now we'll be able to get around the top world through the nether world a whole lot easier, and we can get back and forth now. And that's how easy it is to actually break through the bedrock here. Just make sure that the block that you're looking at says 127 on the Y, and that leaves just one block to get through. Make sure to mark your coordinates before you go through. If you don't, you may wind up blowing a couple of holes and never finding your way back through, and then you're SOL. I thank you guys for joining me. You guys have yourself a wonderful night, and take it easy. Peace out.